Okay, let's say we have a square pizza, about so big, and we want to have, what would be a fifth of that pizza? Okay, so a fifth of that pizza would be same size pizza, but we take one of these columns, or we take one of these rows, and there's 5 rows or 5 columns, so if we take this chunk, that would be 1/5 of the pizza. If we took that chunk across, that would also be 1/5 of the pizza. So let's just write that down. Okay, so this is 1/5. Okay, here the pizza is 5 grid wide by 5 grid deep, 5 by 5, so we chopped it up, and if we took one of those rows or one of the columns, it would be 1/5 of the pizza. What say we wanted to have a fifth of that pizza? Excuse me. So we start with the same pizza, and we take a fifth of it, but we want to take a fifth of it again. So 1/5 of 1/5. So 1/5 of 1/5. So 1/5, that's 1/5 of the pizza there. And it's made out of 5 little grid squares. So if we took 1/5 of it, we only have one of these, one of the 5 of those. So 1/5 times 1/5 is one of these little boxes here. One of these little ones. Let's say this one here. Let's say that one. Okay. And how many of those little ones are there? There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25 of them. So 1/5 of 1/5 is 1/25. There's 25 pieces of pizza all the same size. There's 25 of these little grid boxes. So 1/5 of 1/5 is 1/25. Well, 1/5 times 1/5 equals 1/25. Now, what if we wanted 4/5 of that pizza? 4/5 of the pizza. 4/5 of the pizza would be how much? Let's draw it. Okay, so 4/5 of the pizza would be 1, 2, 3, 4 of those fifths. So it would be that area there. And if we wanted 3/5 of the pizza, it would be 3 wide. Let's say it would be another pizza. If we wanted 3/5 of this pizza, it would be 1, 2, 3 of these, or 3, let's say 3 columns, right? So it would be 3/5 would be that much, okay? 4/5 is that much, 3/5 is that much. What about if we wanted 3/5 of 4/5? We wanted 3/5 of this area here. We can divide this area into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll draw them. Let's say there's 1, 2, That's 2/5 of the 4/5, and that's 3/5 of the 4/5. So 3/5 of 4/5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 25ths. So let's just write that down. So we want 3/5 of the 4/5. Okay, so let's just mark them in. So I'll write it down here. 3/5 of 4/5 of the whole pizza is the same as 3/5 times 4/5. And that equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of these very small grids, little boxes. So it's 12 times 12 of these little 1/25 boxes. And that just equals 12 over 25. 12 25ths. So really fast, you can just see that 3 times 4 is 12, and 5 times 5 is 25. So 3/4 of 4/5 is 12 25ths. Hi, if we make a pizza box that's 3 by 5 squares, so 5 across by 3 down, then it's something we can easily chop into thirds, and we can easily chop it into fifths, which will be very handy in solving a problem like this. So, okay, what's 1/3 of this pizza box? 1/3 might be one of these rows across there, or that one, or that one. Let's have a look. So that there will be 1/3. Just write it in. 1/3, for example. And if we instead wanted to chop it into, if we wanted to show 1/5 of the pizza box, we would do something like this. We could take a column instead of a row. A column has downwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So one of those would be 1/5. So 1/5 would be one of these columns, like this. And 2 columns would be 2/5. And over here, this blue area that's left is 2/3. 2 of these rows is 2/3, and the part that's left here, we have 1/5 there, and if we look at the other blue part, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4/5, 4/5 remaining. So 1/5 and 4/5, 1/3 and 2/3. Okay, so far so good. If we want to look at one of the small squares, how much is, well, we could say, okay, so what's 1/5 of 1/3? So let's have a look here. 1/5 of 1/3. So basically we take 1/3 first, and then we take 1/5 of that. So here's the 1/3, and then we want to take 1/5 of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be one of these squares. So 1/5 of that 1/3 is that bit there. And how much is that of the whole pizza? There are 5 by 3, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 squares. So one of those squares is 1/15. Equals 1/15. 15th. Okay, excuse me. 1/15. Okay, so what about this one here? Okay, we want 3/5 of 2/3. So we take 2/3 first, and then we take 3/5 of that. So let's do it down here. Draw another box. Excuse me. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, and we want to figure out 3/5 of 2/3. So first we take 2/3. 1/3 is across there. 2/3 will be 2 rows. So excuse me. Okay, so 2/3 is that, 2 rows, and 3/5 of the 2/3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we take if we take those two little boxes, that's 1/5. If we take those 2 columns, we get 2/5. If we take 3 columns of that 2/3 of that green area, we get what we want, which is 3/5 of that 2/3. So if I draw that as a box, that box there would be 1/5 of the 2/3. That's the 2/3 there. We want 1/5 of that. That box there would be 2/5 of the 2/3. And that box there would be 3/5 of the 2/3, which is what we want. So 3/5 of the 2/3 is that area there in orange. So let's count it out. Let's put a little mark and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3/5 of 2/3 equals 6 of these little squares, which are 15ths. So it's 6 1/15ths, which of course is the same as 6/15ths. Okay. Can we make this any simpler? Can we make that fraction simpler? 6/15ths. Is there a simpler way of writing that? Let's have a look and see if we draw it slightly different way. We draw the box slightly different way. So we draw the same box, and these 6 we rotate them and put them in there. So it's the same number of them, but let's put them there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we've taken that box and put it in there. So now we see that it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually 2/5. So 6/15ths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is actually, sorry, my bad. 6/15ths equals 1, 2 of the 5ths. Okay. All right. So that's the answer there. 2/5. Okay. Is there a faster way to do it? Sure, there's a faster way to do it. We can just go, okay, 3 over 5 times 2 over 3 equals, we multiply the top and the bottom. So 3 2s are 6, 5 3s are 15ths. Those are the little boxes. That's how many little boxes we have. And when we multiply the top together, we get 3 by 2, which is this thing here, which is 6. So 6/15ths. And then when we simplify it, by realizing that that's the same amount as these 2 columns, is 2/5. Okay,